downstairs with Henry right now. Holly, what do you have in store for us today?
Oh my goodness, we are in for a treat here on ARC Seattle. Artist Henry is joining me now, and as you can see, we are surrounded by his amazing works of art. So Henry, thank you so much for coming to ARC Seattle and joining us and bringing these incredible pieces that you've created. I want to start with how you got your start. So take us back, tell us how you got started and what your inspiration is.
Well, first of all, I'm grateful to be here. So I appreciate this, and I love sharing what I do and stuff like that. But I guess I started as an artist at a really young age, and so a lot of my art's inspired from children's books and Saturday morning cartoons and Sunday morning comic strips. And I was really like a prolific artist as a child, and so I was kind of developing my style at a really young age, and that's kind of reflected in my artwork.
And you even had a comic strip, right, that you had
did.
created at one point?
Yeah. I started a comic strip in 3rd grade, and it kind of carried on through like high school. And then I think I was about 16 when I actually started painting and using paints, and I just kind of fell in love with color and how paint moved on surfaces and stuff like that. And
you said it wasn't until you were in your 30s that you decided to make this your profession.
Yeah, I was 32 when I transitioned into full-time art career. So, yeah.
How do you describe your work for those just seeing it for the first time? And many people are seeing it for several times. They've seen it a lot of your work, but how would you describe it?
I guess it's like a cartoon illustrative style with like usually bright, fun colors and maybe some complex like emotions in the characters. So I try to capture like some like complex feelings within a character and kind of bring it in kind of a fun, innocent, playful way.
Where did these fun critters come from?
I guess like I loved stuffed animals when I was a kid. You know, I probably more than most kids. I even remember like teachers calling my mom and telling her, don't let your kid bring stuffed animals to school. He should bring like He-Man or something. And my mom was always super supportive and was like, yeah, he wants to bring his stuffed animals, you know. So I had like this relationship with like my stuffed animals. I really believed they were real, and I wanted to. I remember making promises to them as a kid that I was like always have them with me, you know. And then I remember at like a certain age getting rid of them and trying to like grow up, and like I think that kind of like wanting to bring that like that real me back into the world, I think has been part of the inspiration.
Who are your biggest characters in your artwork?
I think well, Sasquatch is like my main character, and he kind of developed. A friend of mine wanted a Sasquatch tattoo, and so I kind of developed like was developing different designs for him, and then this like character popped up, and I was like, oh my God, this is it. And he's kind of made his way into a couple murals, and then eventually Sasquatch Music Festival hit me up and wanted me to do the grounds work there, and I was like the main artist on the ground installation for Sasquatch Music Festival, and that kind of moved him into the main character mode.
And we have a couple of those pieces here. So tell us what we're seeing behind us. This is baby Sasquatch.
Yeah, this is baby Sasquatch, and sometimes he pops his arms in his fur, but this time his arms are out, and he has a cup of hot cocoa and a little hat and trees reflecting in his eyes, and he's just kind of a innocent, fun little mischief maker.
I feel like this is so Seattle, though.
Yeah.
With the Sasquatch, the trees in his eyes, and then the little acorn hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about this one. This is an adult version.
This is the adult Sasquatch, and yeah, he's just hanging out and serenading a little bird, and he's often just really friendly with the creatures out in the woods. So that's kind of what that one's showing.
What mediums do you use to bring your creations to life, and what style do you use?
I guess in my canvas work I use like acrylic, And in my mural work, it's mostly spray paint. So all my outdoor stuff is spray paint, and then my indoor stuff is like latex paint and acrylic paint.
And for the murals, you say you do these yourself.
Yeah.
And you're often on a ladder high up, painting
Yeah.
these on your own.
Yeah. Yeah, I often think if I was going to write an autobiography, it'd be my life on ladders, just because I'm always up on climbing ladders, and there's kind of a metaphor to it as well. But yeah, I do 4-story tall murals sometimes, and big, large scale things that are it kind of feels like just like a lot of physical labor. Like a lot of my job is like just hard work, and there's like I would say 20% like artistic input, and then the rest of it's just filling in.
Yeah, right,
color,
right. How did you get into murals?
I guess like the first one I did was in my early 20s, and I did it for a friend. And he had it was a friend who had a nursery. He just had a baby and asked if I could paint a mural in it. So that was like the first one I did. And then I did a handful of them in my 20s. And then how I got into them in Seattle though, so I had that background of being able to do them. And then I started selling canvases in a gallery in Seattle. And 6 months after I started that, people just started asking me if I knew how to do murals, and I was like, yeah. And so I did one, and then it just took off.
Real quick,
So-
you have to tell us about the mural in the KOMO parking garage down on P2.
Yeah.
What will we find in that mural, and who does it depict?
Yeah, so years ago, I think it was 2011 or something that I painted that mural, and it was the newscast and all the newscasters, and on the left side of it is a shark, and that was depicting Steve Poole, and it was like I was thinking pool shark.
Yeah.
So I was kind of a play on his last name, and rest in peace, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was kind of hit me hard when I heard of his passing, and I also did like a live painting at one of his retirement events.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, well, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, he's certainly greatly missed.
Yeah.
Henry, thank you so much
Yeah.
for sharing this. Do want to mention, too, that Henry has 550 murals throughout the Seattle area. He does do mural tours, so you can load a bus and go and see all of his artwork on one of those tours. But thank you so much for sharing your story and bringing this beautiful art for us to look at. We appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me.
Yeah, back to you guys.
What a treat. I love Henry's work before. I love it even more hearing the backstory about having that love for stuffed animals, and in a way he's bringing that to life as an adult and sharing it with all of us.
On that note, all I could picture was kind of the story of Toy Story, of the progression of childhood, where you are so in love with your toys and you treasure them, but there's a certain point where you move on, and then maybe you age out of it, but when you're an adult, then you long for some of that comfort and some of that childhood to come back, and this is how he's doing that. I think that is so special.
I do too. We get a benefit from that, and we get a benefit it personally here at KOMO Plaza every morning when we pull into the garage. I love the backstory behind that too.
We're the
What a
lucky
treat.
ones.
We are.
And the pool shark.
Yes.
Glad that we know that
Rest
too.
in peace, Steve.